you have any questions, I will be up front, and I will help these folks that do not have packets. If you could raise your hand when I start to, or actually, if you do not have a packet, if you could send a representative up to the front, I would appreciate it.
Your one would be the most important one to you, I guess.
He is improving education. F is protecting private property rights. G, defending traditional marriage. H, making Washington State business friendly. I, protecting human life. J,
I think it's difficult to move toward the center if not, in fact, completely to the left. And I think if we push our candidate back to the right, we're cutting out his hope to reach to the center. So it's just a matter of how left do you want the country to swing?
If it became part of part, he is conservative. I think in there is that, but if he displays too much of it, it's for us to find, because I felt very much.
I think it went very well, and I didn't know what to expect, but I was happy with talking with people about our Republican choices, and I'm looking forward to the general election.
Great. You have a social conservative, or you have a fiscal conservative, or you have a very moderate person. Now, everybody has their own flavor that they want to emphasize, and there's nothing wrong with any of them. But I think that the discussion, at least if we're going to elect delegates, is do you want to elect somebody that's going to push a candidate to where the party can't reach or won't be able to reach enough people come election time?
We already agreed that McCain is going to be the nominee, right? So, in fact, we're all going to give support. We're there. So, what we're discussing is shades, right? So we're already
But the delegates will vote on the state platform as well. And I think that we want to decide whether or not we want to push the state to be more socially conservative, more fiscally conservative, more moderate. You have to decide where you want to go, or where you want whoever you're going to vote for to push for. And there isn't a right or wrong here. I just think that you want to decide, well, what flavor do I want to push for the state?
Politics at work, and very civil, and even if we disagreed, we had an opportunity to discuss it.
There you go.
small, restrained government. And person really sort of speaks to young people about that from the right, that is Ron Paul. I mean, he is saying that, and he is generating enthusiasm among young people. And I think as to give recognition and support to that, to try and foster some resurgence in the party in the long term is vital. And I think making that kind of a statement now would be positive. You know, is he ever going to get elected? Of course not. But you know, signaling to the young people that their voice can be heard in the Republican Party, in these ideas of liberty and restraint on government are things that people can work for. I think that's a signal we ought to send. So I think we have a
I thought it would be good to add who you wanted for vice president would be a good question at a caucus. So that was your
ability to the first trimester, the second trimester. I think we're overenjoying this. Sort of. Wow, I didn't realize I was getting my constitution. Yeah. But see, I approach it that way, not because of I don't care if you have abortion in Washington. I approach it that way because it is, to me, the only way that is abortion is one of the questions. And
Global warming is a serious problem. A, yes. B, no. C, no opinion.
Or Al Gore's there's some there's no it seems to me there's no question
Look at our winter this year.
people in the Midwest, like Wisconsin, it was so dramatic difference from the guys our age were kids and today, so much more. Is that just a long-term, 30, 40 years cycle? And maybe it is. Because we're talking about a world that's it could be, but at the same time, the composition of the atmosphere is indeed changed.
Remember that in 1975, the prediction of the climate college research.
The process was encouraging. I think the discussion with my neighbors was interesting, and I was surprised by the diversity of views. But I think that as a big tent party, that I shouldn't have been deciding the delegates mainly by the people who were interested in attending. That happened to be one candidate who supported McCain, one candidate supported Huckabee, and one candidate supporting Romney. So we got a diversity of opinions in our group, even though we could decide as a consensus that we were all going to support McCain.